Good morning and welcome to the Crawford County Board of Commissioners meeting for August 25th. We're going to start with the Pledge of Allegiance with Commissioner Wiederspan.
Let's all rise.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Francis.
You're welcome, sir.
I need approval of the minutes from the meeting on August 11th, 2021.
So moved. Second.
It's been properly moved and second. A discussion? Roll call.
Henry.
Yes.
Sock.
Aye.
Wiederspan.
Yes.
I need approval of minutes from the work session on August 19th, 2021.
So moved. Second.
It's been properly moved and second. A discussion? Roll call.
Sock.
Aye.
Wiederspan.
Yes.
Henry.
Yes. And approval of payment of bills in the amount of $3,068,602.81 for the period ending August 24th, 2021.
So moved. Second.
It's been properly moved and second. A discussion? Roll call.
Wiederspan.
Yes.
Henry.
Yes.
Sock.
Aye.
Any public comment? Okay. The clerk of courts. Good morning, Patty.
Morning, Patty. Morning, Patty.
Okay. I'm just here to ask for the approval of a contract agreement with PAGov.US LLC, which will allow me to take credit cards for both orphans and clerk of court's office.
I'll make that motion. Second.
It's been properly moved to second. A discussion? Roll call.
Henry.
Yes.
Sock.
Aye.
Wiederspan.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Patty.
Assessment office.
Good morning, Commissioners.
Morning,
Joe.
Joe.
I bring to you the annual contract for approval, the renewal with San Martino Stout Lepresti for appraisal consultant services for the period of September 1, 2021 to August 31st, 2022 in the amount of $3,000.
So moved. Second.
It's been properly moved to second. A discussion? Roll call.
Sock.
Aye.
Wiederspan.
Yes.
Henry.
Yes.
Thanks, Joe.
Thank you.
Thanks, Joe.
Public safety? Doesn't look like Greg.
Morning,
Like
Commissioners.
a little short.
Morning, Alan. Happy
Morning,
birthday. Day
Yeah,
late.
happy
Thank
birthday.
you. A lot of good birthdays in August.
That's right.
Amen, brother.
Permission to approve the purchase of a bed liner, undercoating, running boards, and tonneau cover for the new Dodge 1500 from Line X of Crawford County in the amount of $2,673, paid for out of the EMA vehicle maintenance funds at no additional expense to the county. This was the best price of two local agencies that submitted bids.
I'll make that motion. Second.
It's been properly moved to second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Wiederspan.
Yes.
Henry.
Yes.
Sock.
Aye.
Thank you, Alan.
Thank you.
Thanks, Alan.
The correctional facility.
Morning, Commissioners.
Morning, Jack.
Morning, Jack. Morning, Jack.
This morning I'm looking for approval for payment for training.
Oops.
You okay?
Training of 2 radio safety officers as required by the DEP for operations of our body scanner. The cost for the training is $600 for 2 officers, and I would like that paid through the commissary fund.
So moved. Second.
It's been properly moved to second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Henry.
Yes.
Sock.
Aye.
Wiederspan.
Yes.
Thank you,
Thank
Jack.
you.
Thanks, Jack.
Crawford County Maintenance.
Morning.
Morning,
Morning,
Mark.
Mark.
Asking to approve and pay an invoice for the new backup 911 center project at the fairgrounds in the amount of $193.75 from Weber Electric.
So moved. Second.
It's been properly moved to second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Sock.
Aye.
Wiederspan.
Yes.
Henry.
Yes.
Asking to approve the invoices for the courthouse remodeling project, the new first floor conference room in the amount of $1,815.35.
So moved. Second.
It's been properly moved to second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Wiederspan.
Yes.
Henry.
Yes.
Sock.
Aye.
Asking to approve invoices from the courthouse remodeling project, the window replacement project in the amount of $2,601.30.
I'll make the motion. Second.
It's been properly moved to second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Henry.
Yes.
Sock.
Aye.
Wiederspan.
Yes.
Asking to ratify to hire Guzik Concrete and Masonry to repair 120 plus cement blocks on the building at the fairgrounds for $3,900.
So moved. Second.
It's been properly moved to second. Any discussion?
That looks a whole lot better with solid block on there
Yeah.
rather than spalling.
Come out nice.
Did a nice job.
Any other discussion? Roll call.
Sock.
Aye.
Wiederspan.
Yes.
Henry.
Yes.
Asking to approve an invoice for Thornbury Incorporated to rehab Bridge 36 on Tobin Road for $97,761.50. This will be paid for with liquid fuels money.
I'll make the motion.
Second.
It's been properly moved in second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Weiderspan,
Yes.
Henry,
Yes.
Goff.
Aye.
Thank you, Mark.
Thanks, Mark.
Crawford County Care Center.
Morning.
Morning, Tanya.
Morning, Tanya.
I'd like to request to ratify the masonry repairs to the vestibule from Guzik Concrete and Masonry in the amount of $8,500 to be paid from funded depreciation.
So moved.
I'll second.
Been properly moved in second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Henry,
Yes.
Goff,
Aye.
Weiderspan.
Yes.
Request to ratify the creation of 5 additional LPN per diem positions, 3616-009 through 3616-013.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Been properly moved in second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Goff,
Aye.
Weiderspan,
Yes.
Henry.
Yes.
Request to approve the Skin and Wound Management course through WCC certification for the Director of Nursing in the amount of $2,797. The course will be paid from the Nursing Administration Training and Meetings.
So moved.
Second.
Been properly moved in second. Any discussion? Once again, Laura, thank you for taking that for us. We do appreciate that. Roll call.
Weiderspan,
Yes.
Henry,
Yes.
Goff.
Aye.
Request to approve the contract with Advanced Dysphagia Diagnostics, LLC.
I'll make the motion.
Second.
It's been properly moved in second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Henry,
Yes.
Goff,
Aye.
Weiderspan.
Yes.
Request to approve the contract with Trident Care Clinical Services.
So moved.
Second.
It's been properly moved in second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Goff,
Aye.
Weiderspan,
Yes.
Henry.
Yes.
Request to approve the contract with Interim Healthcare Staffing.
I'll make the motion.
Second.
It's been properly moved in second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Weiderspan,
Yes.
Henry,
Yes.
Goff.
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a
Thank
good
you.
morning.
You too.
Two.
Human Services?
Good morning, Commissioners.
Morning,
Morning.
Gail.
First item is a contract with the Banco International for the AVCAR's final rule work statement. Cost to the county is $963.72.
So moved.
Second.
Been properly moved in second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Henry,
Yes.
Goff,
Aye.
Weiderspan.
Yes.
Seeking your approval for an MOU and transportation plan between Tidiu Community Charter School and CYS. This agreement assures that the two parties work together in a transportation plan for any children in foster care placed in that school.
So moved.
Second.
Been properly moved in second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Goff,
Aye.
Weiderspan,
Yes.
Henry.
Yes.
A 22-23 CYS needs-based plan and budget. It's the county assurance of financial commitment and participation. The total worst-case scenario is $17,962,885, with the county share being $3,865,398.
So moved.
Second.
Properly moved in second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Weiderspan,
Yes.
Henry,
Yes.
Goff.
Aye.
Next, seeking ratification for a payment to the Center for Family Services for the distribution of the Emergency Rental Assistance Fund in the amount of $101,177.63.
So moved.
Second.
Been properly moved in second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Henry,
Yes.
Goff,
Aye.
Weiderspan.
Yes.
Next, seeking ratification for a payment to the Center for Family Services in the amount of $124,527.71 with no county match.
So moved.
Second.
Been properly moved in second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Goff,
Aye.
Weiderspan,
Yes.
Henry.
Yes.
The purchase requisition to Amazon for the purchase of 9 air purifiers, purchased with CYS COVID funding, no cost to the county.
So moved.
Second.
Been properly moved in second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Weiderspan,
Yes.
Henry,
Yes.
Goff.
Aye.
Purchase requisition to Crisis Prevention Institute for non-crisis intervention blended instruction certification, paid with Systems of Care dollars in the amount of $3,699, no county match.
So moved.
Second.
Been properly moved in second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Henry,
Yes.
Goff,
Aye.
Weiderspan.
Yes.
purchase requisition to Dell for the purchase of a tablet, cost to the county $133.28.
Make the motion.
Second.
It's been properly moved to second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Aye.
Yes.
Yes.
Seeking ratification for a purchase requisition to Hagen Business Machines of Meadville for the purchase of a printer copier for the Transportation Department. Cost to the county is $383.40.
So moved.
Second.
It's been properly moved to second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Yes.
Yes.
Aye.
Fiscal year 21-22 CYS JPO contract amendment with Auberly. This amendment is adding Division X money to their contract. This will allow them to pay $500 for youth between the ages of 18 and 26 who are IL eligible, which means placed in out-of-home care at least 1 day past their 14th birthday. If they complete this survey for the state, they will receive a stipend of $500.
So moved.
Second.
Been properly moved to second. Any discussion? Roll call. Yes.
Aye.
Yes.
And the last item today is a 21-22 professional contract with Titusville Area Hospital for the same services that we contracted last year, which are mobile psych nursing, wellness visits, and outpatient services.
So moved.
Second.
Been properly moved to second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Aye.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thanks, Gil.
Thanks, Gail.
Finance.
Good morning.
Morning, Stephanie.
For your approval, I have invoices totaling $23,341.62. These were detailed at last week's work session.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Been properly moved to second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Yes.
Yes.
Aye.
And for ratification, I have invoices totaling $175,909. These were also detailed at last week's work session.
So moved.
Second.
It's been properly moved to second. Any discussion? Roll call. Yes.
Aye.
Yes.
Thank you, Stephanie.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And the county commissioners.
First, requesting approval of the reimbursement to the Crawford County Fair Board for gate fees in the amount of $186,000 and vendor lease agreement fees in the amount of $37,600 associated with the 2021 fair.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second with a slight modification if I could. I believe we discussed up to those amounts.
Correct.
Just, in case the vendor fees don't actually reach the 37.6 or something like that. So, Keith, I don't know if that requires a modification to the motion.
Was the motion already made at the
Yes.
exact amount?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll do a request amendment then.
Okay,
Approve the
so
amendment.
I would make a motion to amend that motion to include the words up to 186,000 and up to $37,600.
I'm agreeable to that.
Okay, it's been,
And I have asked the Fair Board for the vendor list, and I haven't received that yet. They're still finalizing the
Yeah.
insurance and other things from various vendors, so when they get that list, I'll share it with the board.
okay. And properly moved to second. Any other discussion? Roll call.
Soff,
Aye.
Weiderspan,
Yes.
Henry.
Yes.
Okay, next item is requesting ratification to the agreement with Meadville Housing Corporation allowing the Crawford County Fair to use the premises located at the corner of Leslie Road and Dixon Road for parking. The agreement fee is $2,500.
So moved.
Second.
Been properly moved to second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Weiderspan,
Yes.
Henry.
Yes.
Soff.
Aye.
So on July 17th of this year, there was a rain event that led to flooding in the streets of Titusville. And the county receives state and federal funding through the Pennsylvania Affordable Housing Act, which allows them to assist in the rehabilitation of housing stock in the county. The Titusville Redevelopment Authority is coordinating and implementing a plan to provide funding to homes and businesses that had damages as a result of the flooding from July 17th. And the county, this resolution is for the county to contribute $25,000 towards that fund to be administered by the Titusville Redevelopment Authority to assist in those relief efforts.
Okay, I will make that motion.
I'll second.
Been properly moved to second. Any discussion? Just another shout out to the redevelopment authority who has done it without any management fees for us. We appreciate that. So. Roll call?
Henry.
Yes.
Soft.
Aye.
Weiderspan.
Yes.
Thank you, Keith. All right, there's new hires and transfers in your packet.
Pretty short. I'd make a motion to approve the request of new hires and employee transfers as detailed in our packet today.
I will second it.
It's been properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call.
Soft.
Aye.
Weiderspan.
Yes.
Henry.
Yes. The next upcoming events for us are a work session on September 1st. Reminder, the courthouse is closed on Labor Day. The next full session is September 8th. Commissioner comments. Commissioner Soft.
Thank you. Just a couple of election-related comments. Number one, again, we continue to search for poll workers, so we'll encourage you, if you're interested in helping out your county and being involved in the election process, please contact Jess in our elections office, 333-7307. And related to that, there has been some discussion lately. Obviously, we have adjusted some of the polling precinct locations. And I just want to assure people that it's really born out of two reasons. One, the shortage of poll workers that we have throughout the county, as well as ADA accessibility issues. So as we've seen over the years, a move does not mean it's a permanent move forever. If certain locations are able to, I'll use the word correct, the ADA accessibility issues, then we can absolutely entertain moving back to that particular location, again, depending upon if we can get the required number of poll workers to work there. So just again, wanted to let people know nothing is permanent in these moves, and we're always willing and open to look at things, but we are bound by certain state and federal laws that we must adhere to, and therefore the polling locations must adhere to as well. So, but again, if you're interested in being a poll worker, I would encourage you to contact our voter services office.
Thank you. Commissioner Weiderspan.
Well, I would certainly encourage everyone, if you haven't made it up to the Crawford County Fair yet, be sure to do so. This year it's free to get in, and attendance has been very well. Anybody I've talked to and other people have mentioned that they've talked to, people seem to be enjoying it and having a good time. I think it's been very successful, so you have till end of day Saturday to go enjoy the fair.
Thank you, and a big thank you to the Fair Board, who have been very noticeable. We've seen them in different maybe roles that they're not used to. A lot of them, and including ourselves, have all covered the gate at one time or another, so that was an interesting event. So I'm glad to see that they're all rolling their sleeves up and doing a good job. The only other thing that I would say is, just as a reminder, we do have a American Rescue Plan Committee that meets on Mondays. We strongly suggest, if you have comments or issues or suggestions about how we utilize that funding, that you would come to our work session, which that provides more of an opportunity for you to speak at the end. We certainly welcome that. We had a gentleman last week who spoke on broadband and internet in Venango Township, and we appreciate that. So that is kind of our avenue for communication. Some other folks have had separate public comments for it, but we just like to do it through the work session. So if you want to do that, we suggest you come to the work sessions, and we're certainly glad to listen to everyone there. Is there any other business to be brought before the board? Take a motion for adjournment.
So moved.
Second.
We are adjourned. Thank you. Whenever you're ready, Al, you ready? You all set? All right, we'll bring the salary board meeting to order for August 25th. We'll start with approval minutes of the August 11th meeting.
So moved.
Second.
Been properly moved to second. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. There was one executive session on August 18th to discuss domestic relations. Motions before the board. Public safety?
I'd like to request to set the rate for the new hire of David J. Chasen, second, for salary board is $11 per hour.
So moved.
Second.
Been properly moved to second. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carried.
I'd like to request to set the rate for the new hires of Leslie Jennings and Harrison Dixon per diem correction officers, adding to the list effective August 30th, 2021, as set by the 12/27/2018 salary board, $14 per hour.
So moved.
Second.
Been properly moved in second. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Okay. Any other business to be brought before the salary board? All right, entertain a motion for adjournment.
So moved.
Second.
We are adjourned. Thank you. You ready, Gina? Okay. So we'll call a retirement board meeting to order for August 25th, 2021. We'll start with the approval of the minutes of the August 11th meeting.
So moved.
Second.
It's been properly moved to second. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. There were no executive sessions, and we are ready for you, Gina.
Okay, I'd like to make the motion for Carrie Brocious, formerly of the Care Center, to withdraw retirement with a start date of 6/24/21, last date paid in interest through 7/12/21.
Second.
Been properly moved to second. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Next, I make the motion for Berlinda Johnson, formerly of the Care Center, to withdraw retirement with a start date of 4/14/2020, last date paid in interest through 7/27/21. Second.
It's been properly moved in second. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Next, I make the motion for Rachel Smith, formerly of the Care Center, to roll over retirement with a start date of 7/10/17, last date paid in interest through 8/1/21.
Second.
Been properly moved to second. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye. Opposed? Motion carried.
Next, I make the motion for Melissa Bowes, formerly of the Care Center, to begin retirement with a start date of 8/12/2000, last date paid in interest, last date paid 2/14/21, and interest through 8/29/21.
Second.
Been properly moved to second. Any discussion? As a
Nearly
20-year
20,
career,
yeah.
we certainly appreciate Melissa for working at the Care Center that long. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Next, I make the motion for Yvonne McCray Servone, formerly of Human Services, to begin retirement with a start date of 7/2/2001, last date paid in interest through 7/30/21. Second.
Been properly moved to second. Any discussion? Say the same thing, and Gail, will you let her know? We really appreciate that for the years of service. Any other discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Next, I make the motion for Ashley Pfeiffer, formerly of Human Services, to withdraw retirement with a start date of 11/25/2019, last date paid in interest through 8/13/21.
Second.
Been properly moved to second. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Next, I make the motion for David Stoller, formerly of Human Services, to roll over retirement with a start date of 2/26/21, last date paid in interest through 7/29/21.
Second.
Been properly moved to second. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Next, I make the motion to approve the Corn Ferry invoice number 195229461 for August 2021 actuarial services in the amount of $2,151 paid from the retirement checking account. Second.
Been properly moved to second. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye. Opposed? Motion carried.
Last, I make the motion to approve the revised investment policy statement with Gallagher Fiduciary Advisors, LLC.
Second.
And probably moved to second. Any discussion? I would just like to say that the meetings are refreshing, very educated, informed, and I'm very comfortable with the company and the stuff they do for us. It's certainly showing in how the retirement account's going, so proud of him for
Brad and his team do a nice job.
a wonderful job.
Yes, he does.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Any other business to brought before the retirement board? I would entertain a motion for adjournment.
So moved.
Second.
We are adjourned. We do have an election board meeting.
We do. Brief election board meeting.
officially call the election board meeting to order and ask for approval of the minutes from the August 11th, 2021 meeting.
So moved.
Second.
Properly moved and second. Any discussion? If not, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. At the last election board meeting, we discussed and then subsequently posted at each of the Titusville polling locations. So I would ask for a motion to approve moving all of the polling locations for the 7 Titusville precincts from their current various locations in Titusville to the YMCA Gymnasium in Titusville on Walnut Street, but using the West Main Street entrance.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Discussion and questions?
I would just like, maybe Francis, since that's your area, would you mind talking about how well it worked with the gymnasium and how maybe this would be beneficial, just so everybody understands why we're moving these booths around?
Yeah, back during when COVID first came about, we had all the precincts in the gymnasium, the Titusville Middle School, and that worked very well. All the poll workers at that time and voters all appreciated it and thought it was very efficient and liked the idea of being in one location with good parking and accessibility and everything. So I think this is a great move. Appreciate the Y working with us and the work that Gina and Jess and Christopher have put forth and following through and investigating and taking a look at that. And I think this will be great for Titusville to have them all in one precinct and could certainly help with the need for poll workers across the whole county and certainly in Titusville.
I'd just like to say, like Chris had said, not any move is permanent in anyone's mind, but certainly a good chance for us to see how it functions and works and go from there.
And every registered voter in the city of Titusville will be receiving a postcard indicating the change of location for them. And just to let them know, when they enter the gymnasium at the Y, there will be separate locations for each of the current precincts. So it's not going to be you go to any machine. It'll be indicated that go to the area in which will have a sign for where you would have voted in the past. And that's at least how we're going to start this process. So again, as Francis said, thank you to the Y for being so willing. And I think they're excited about it, actually.
Seems like they are, yeah.
So they've been a good partner. So if no further discussion, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Any other business to be brought before the election board? I do believe this is the last of our adjustments in precinct locations for the 2021 general election. I will just mention that we're still working on finalizing the ballot. Matt's been putting in a lot of work on that, and I can't give you an exact date as to when those will start to be sent out, but we need to get it approved by the state after we create it on our end. But those will go out as soon as we can get all our approvals received. If nothing else, I would ask for a motion for adjournment.
So moved.
Second.
We are adjourned. Thank you.